here we go. Let's start at the beginning, shall we, Cancer? Ace of Wands. The aces I like to call the God cards. That is when you're on your right path, when you're on your karmic path, that you've made some changes in your life. You've released some things and some other things are coming to you. The wands are motion, that's fire, that's creativity. And so it's taking all these ideas and putting them into the world and putting them into the earth to start manifesting. And it looks like that is what's happening, dear Cancer. What is crossing you? This looks like fear of theft. Could have been an actual theft of some kind. And the fear of it as well. So step through the fear. Make sure that all your safety items are in working condition and that all the T's are crossed, the I's are dotted, but don't live in the fear so much that you don't produce and start your creations. So do things guardedly, but not so much that you're in fear and it immobilizes you with the fear. So take the lessons from the past where you either got ripped off, you trusted somebody, someone was out of integrity with you. So don't let that be your guide, but let that just be the warning and the experience so you know what not to do again. But this could be a new business endeavor. This could be an idea. This could be business, relationship space, although I don't see any huge relationship space stuff here, Cancer. But so fear of theft, fear of the unknown. Don't let that stand in the way of your highest creative essence and flying into your dreams, dear Cancer. I know you are the dream makers. You really bring those dreams into the physical place. You can take it from your mind and really create it, manifest it in the physical space. The Emperor. The Emperor is one of wisdom, of highest order, of living in integrity, making your words true. So this could stand for a person that adds that to your life, that gifts you in that life, or it could be you gifting it to others, or really getting into your exalted place of the higher level things, the humanitarian things, doing the right thing, even though all others are against you type of thing. So Cancer, look at your integrity when you're speaking, either in business or in interpersonal or relationships. Make sure your words ring true and that you follow through with them. This is the most exalted card. This is really taking the high road when all others do not. So, and that may have been a situation for you that is either in your awareness. I think it's in your awareness. So you may have to take the high road when all others are taking the low road. But follow your heart and live in integrity when all others are not. So this is the Six of Swords. This is thinking. This is creating. This is going with the flow a little bit. You may have to float a little bit. It looks like it's also feeling like there's a situation that you're kind of trapped in that you have to work your way out of before some of these other things can start. So live up to any commitments that you've already put out in the world. Live up to anything that you have put your stamp of approval on, follow through, finish those up, and float a little bit. See how they fare before you make some decisions. But it looks like things must be cleaned up in one arena before the new beginnings or the sun can shine through. So finish what you started before you have the new focus. Which is something it looks like you're doing now because it's in the past position. So just clean that up and then move on to the new. The sun is the new. This is new beginnings. This is a baby idea that is growing. This is a desire, a love, a passion that you're shedding light on, that you're getting energy to. And it's very pure. It's very at the beginning of it, the inception. of a creative idea, whether it is a proposal to do an activity, whether it is an actual goods and services, if it is a new job, a new house, if it is a new beginning of something, and you're looking at that very, very passionately and very strongly. A little bit of fear happening there, but it is something brand new that really gives you a lot of joy. It gives you a lot of healing. But now you're at the baby stage on how do I make this grow? How do I make this grow? So water those beautiful ideas, step back and watch them grow, shed some light on some ideas, incorporate others. But that's happening right now. The high priestess is one of wisdom, one of balance, one of duality, the seeds of growth. But it also looks like you are either coming into your magic, coming into your spiritual power, rising above certain situations that really don't serve you. The cross is lighting up. So for many of you, it may be getting back to church or living a more authentic life, following your dreams more so than other people's opinions of what you should be doing. But the high priestess also is a high road. So you've got the high priestess and the emperor. It looks like you're really letting your words ring true. You're not making promises you can't keep. Changing agreements, things that better you on your path. This also can be looking at things that are destructive in your life that you no longer are doing, whether it's stepping out of a relationship that has been detrimental to you, cleaning up some messes that you made in the past, or really letting go of addictions and really living the sober life. It's kind of like put your money where your mouth is kind of stuff. So your words and your actions are lining up and your magic is coming in and you are being rewarded for that. You are being rewarded for that and will continue to be rewarded. Just keep going. Let your words ring true with your actions, Cancer. Judgment. Judgment card. That is all water signs usually have some judgment somewhere. So this is not judging harshly on yourself or others. It looks like a lot of times that your opinions kind of stood in the way of growth. They were not pliable and a little too judgy, either coming towards you or going out towards others. That looks like learning where judgment belongs and learning when to be unconditional. It is the 20. It is one of the highest cards. And so it is releasing a lot of judgment, kind of living more a pure life where your words match your actions. No judgments for yourself. Everyone makes mistakes, including you and others. So finding a little more compassion. We cannot learn sometimes without making mistakes. That is how we learn. Making them over and over again, that's something else. But what we're talking about here is allowing yourself to make mistakes, allowing others to make mistakes with none of that harsh judgment, knowing that we are learning with every step and every mistake we make, as long as we are propelled forward. And a lot of the mistakes that you have made in the past, you've learned tremendously from. So remember that when someone is bringing their difficulties to you and it's your normal bent to sit in judgment of that. Try to open your heart, open your mind, find your compassion, and speak with integrity and unconditional love. Put down the judgment. People will be more apt to communicate with you, to connect with you. And I'm feeling for some of you, it's your children not coming to you. Put down the judgment. Put down the judgment and they will come to you a little bit more freely and honestly when there's no judgment in between the communication. The 10 of Wands. Now, this is one of, it looks like you've made a huge shift in your awareness. And I'm feeling like this has already happened, or it is in the process of happening. Taking on other people's burdens that are not your own, filling up your own cup with other people's issues does not give you time to create your own reality and to create the future that heals you and brings you great joy. And it looks like you have systematically, one by one, releasing responsibilities and problems of others that are not yours, especially for those that keep making the same mistakes over and over again, which is where the judgment card comes from. But if you're not cleaning up the mess, it really doesn't affect you. So allow them their own messes, allow them to fall, allow them to pick themselves up or not. That is their journey. But it's time for you to lighten your load. You have things to do, Cancer. It requires your attention and releasing some of those things that you thought that would bring you great joy that really haven't. So it's kind of upping your game, upping your bucket list, really looking at what makes you happy and releasing things that aren't yours to fix that you've been fixing for years and years. So owning your own stuff and not owning others, basically. But you can get there a lot easier to your future if you're not carrying all this caca. And this could also be pain from the past. This could be trauma, physical trauma that you are still in fear of or that has guided your decisions or had misjudgment about something because of an experience in the past. It's time to leave that pain in the past, take the wisdom of that experience, even if it was a negative experience. I know a lot of people are doing work on their childhood trauma, whether it's sexual trauma, physical trauma, emotional trauma, and it's time to leave that. It's time to leave that open wound, let it heal so you can propel yourself more into a happy future. So that is happening right now, Cancer. That's happening. So you're in the process of it. And as you release each one of these pains of the past, each degradation, shame, things that do not serve to hold in your heart, and when the forgiveness happens, you can propel yourself into the creation. You have a number of things that are coming up. You have a number of possibilities. One that is a really strong possibility. And I'm feeling home, either redoing something in your home, tearing down a wall, building a wall, changing a home, something like that. But really kind of trying to figure out what you want to do on your next step. And I know a lot of you Cancers work with your hands, so it may be doing something at your home with your hands, rebuilding the bathroom, something like that. But really taking a look at your projects. You've got a lot of them. Just pick one and follow it through to the end. Then pick the other. It looks like there are so many choices. You just don't know where to start. So just pick one. One is already underway, but these are have to do with your passions. These have to do with your happiness and your physical sense of well-being. So that's why I'm feeling, adjusting things at your home, painting things, moving things, stuff like that. But it also can mean a prospect that brings you money, something that is a passion that you will turn into profit. So that is what's happening. Here is the Queen of Wands here. Wands are a fire sign, so that's Aries, Leo, Sagittarius. It looks like you may be building either a new house with a Queen of Wands. This is either someone over 40 or someone very wise for their years. There is some action there. This black cat is kind of hitting me, this twinkling for me, and so this looks like there is a little bit of secrets around this person that need to be revealed, is what I'm feeling. Secrets that need to be revealed. Some offering of a truth that you can either compromise, forgive, release. But there is an opportunity with the Queen of Wands to make things better, make something better. So it looks like The Three of Wands here is reveling with friendships, exalting in positive emotions, allowing yourself to connect with those that you haven't connected in quite a while. I know the holidays are coming up, so this is a perfect time, perfect card for that. It's time to release some of the have-tos and enjoy just some of the downtime with friends that you haven't really had a chance to connect with. So making the time for those beautiful celebrations, connecting with friends, and revisiting your bliss and laughter, not all the have-tos. I know, Cancer, when you get on task, it's all about that task, but now it's really time to share of yourself in the more light air of adventures and things to do, getting out of the house. Queen of Wands look like she may also propel you into more of a blissful place as well, helping you connect with people. I feel this is a positive card, the Queen of Wands, but there is secrets. This black cat here. There are secrets that need to be revealed from this person. And when those secrets are revealed, it feels like you will think about them. You will go into the cave. You will shed some light on the situation for yourself and then be able to move forward with this information. But there's a piece of the puzzle that is missing that this Queen of Wands can gift you for the illumination. So this is your reading for November. Dear Cancer, I'm going to throw some past life cards for a little clarity. And see, these were very beneficial last month. Vows, wow, that has been coming up in a lot of readings. And I've shuffled these too. So and the arts. So it's time to get in touch with your passion, your music, your gift, your art. Whether it's drawing, whether it's dancing, whether it's singing, whether it's gardening, yoga, whatever it is, it's time to revisit a passion that you've always loved, but you've put on the back burner. And vows, what kind of vows have you made to yourself and to others that are out of date? You know, sometimes we take these vows and to the point of, well, we made a promise, but we will destroy ourselves trying to gift or live up to those words that we promised. Well, many promises are out of balance, out of time. They're gone. They're no longer serving you or the person that you vowed to. So take a look at what vows work for you and what vows you need to either upgrade or release. You you know, that's the thing about promises. If it doesn't work, as long as you communicate, you can redo the vows. For many of you, it may be looking at marriage. It may be looking at giving up marriage. So there are something in your space about vows and promises that need to be looked at. Bringing them up to date if they're out of date, letting them go if they don't work for you, or creating new ones that propel you into the future that are more balanced for you.